Welcome to another Flow with Tarot segment. Listen, I almost forgot to do this tonight. I just got through with my workout, which is why I'm looking a little disheveled, but it's okay. And I thought, wait a minute, the night is almost over, and I need to do a card for the people, for the ladies, okay? Cannot forget about you, so here we are with another Flow with Tarot segment. I've already pulled a card, just pulled a card off the top of the stack that we haven't touched yet. And this is the Four of Wands. Now, here's what's interesting about the wand suit. So we know that the wand is symbolic of fire. And the reason why I feel like this is interesting is because with this new moon phase that we are in right now, and I think technically the new moon is the 17th, April 17th. It is the new moon that is in Aries, okay? So we know that Aries is the fire sign, full of passion, full of competition in a good way. We've been programmed to think that competition is a negative thing. It is not. Fire, action, heat, okay? A lot of passion. And yes, passion and love, passion in your desire, passion in what you want to experience in your life. Focus, like fiery focus, okay? Fire in your tongue, being convicted in what you say, and not just beyond believing what you say, but knowing it and saying it with the utmost confidence, okay? In a bunch of other things, but I don't want to make this too long. And so we see the Four of Wands here, which holds our fire sign, our cardinal fire sign. And yet we're reminded here with this card, yes, we can be passionate. Yes, we can be confident. Yes, we can be almost egoic a little bit, okay, to be confident enough to say what we desire and then to act on it. It takes some ego. So here's a side note here. All those people that you hear say, "Oh, you have to give death or put the ego to death, and the ego has to die, and I don't have an ego anymore because I'm so spiritual." That is bullshit. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I digress. So here with the Four of Wands, I feel like we are reminded to sit in our what we desire, to appreciate what we desire, not just appreciate watching it take form in our physical environment, but to appreciate it while it's in the dark, in that creative patch, in that cosmic energy, in that dark energy. Appreciate it while it's there because it is already complete. What you have to understand is that the moment you get a download, the moment you have a desire, it's already done. And I want to say this. More often than not, the desires that you have, the way that you desire to experience life, more often than not, it goes beyond what you're accustomed to. It goes beyond what your community is accustomed to. It goes beyond even what your family has experienced. It goes beyond what your friends have experienced. It also goes beyond what we are programmed to believe is realistic. If you view your desire through the lens of the past, even through the lens of the present, you're limiting your desire. You have to give way to view your desire through the lens of your spirit, through the lens of your soul. Why? Because your soul and your spirit is infinite, It knows the past, it knows the present, it knows infinity. So the way that you are viewing your desire, you may be thinking, well, I don't know how this is going to happen. I don't know when it was going to happen. You get into the time trap. But it takes practice to view what you desire through the lens of your soul. And when you do that, then that's when you can begin to sit in the desire, accept it, allow your nervous system to get accustomed to it, train your nervous system by saying, okay, this desire is now our standard. Then as you start to see that desire unfold in your physical life, you still want to be able to sit in that desire. And the reason I'm saying that is because as you start to sit in that elevation, you start to see things taking form. Before you allow your nervous system to be accustomed to it, then you start looking for the next thing. Okay, now I see this is taking form. Now on to the next thing. No. The Four of Wands reminds us to celebrate what is happening. Celebrate our intention. Celebrate our desire. Allow your nervous system to connect with what is happening, to be able to receive it, to be able to have the capacity to receive what is actually happening, which is what you desire. It's happening. It is taking form. It has taken form. So give your nervous system the time to process that before starting to look for the next thing. And this is also interesting too, because just a few days ago, I had to remind myself of that very thing. Allow your nervous system to process your desire. Yes, the Four of Wands reminds us to process our desire. You had the desire. You took those inspired action steps. You did ritual or rituals. Perhaps you casted a few spells, did incantations, you did your spiritual work. You mixed up your cauldron to bring in that unseen into the physical plane. It has taken form. So allow your nervous system to process what is happening for you. That's how you celebrate. And so that's what I feel like the Four of Wands is reminding us to do. Celebrate your desires by allowing your nervous system to process those desires. Okay? Before starting the next thing, before moving on to the next thing. Okay? All right. Let me know what you thought or what your thoughts are about the Four of Wands. Okay? And we're just going to keep moving through the deck. And if you have any questions for me, any question about, it could be tarot, it could be how to activate your spiritual gifts and really start to use them in your life so that you can see positive results, positive change and elevation in your life. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments. Also, I don't say this enough. I put it on some of the descriptions, but I do tarot readings. So if you'd like to receive a tarot reading, go to my website. I'll leave that in the description box of this video. All right. And until next time, stay in your cauldron.